Hey guys, so first off, I want to thank you guys for all the positive support I've been getting on this channel. I know I haven't uploaded much recently, but hoping that's going to change with this winter coming and all the updates we're going to do on the car. So I decided it's only fair to update you guys on all the little projects we have going on and recap you guys on a little bit of this summer and all the action I didn't post. Really all the videos I only took were straight inside the car shots, and I figured I didn't want to keep boring you guys with the same exact video, basically just going a little bit faster. So Kubaki is down right now. We are starting to make some changes, and I will give that secret out here in just a little bit. I have parts kind of slung everywhere, and we will go over what's about to happen. So first off, Streetcar Takeover Charlotte. That was an amazing event. I didn't film much. I wanted to, but we ended up in a time rush the entire time because we ran stick shift and front wheel drive class, and turns out those classes ended up running back to back. So it was a very big pain to go back and forth. And starting out, actually, we had issues up front. I had thrown together my Liberty faceplated gear set because I finally got a new gear after we snapped second, because we at 1065 pass I posted recently, we had kind of boogered up second gear a little bit. So after that, we did install a tilt and flow control valve, and that's going to help out with breaking the stop gears. So I think we're going to be safe there. I've got the middle orifice in there, so it's going to slip the clutch just a little bit between gears, and also it's going to help our launch off the line because it is slipping a little bit off the line as well, and it's not just instant power. So what we did have happen was I threw it together. I did not realize that Liberty had updated their engagement style. They put a 7-tooth dog onto my second gear when I had the 9-tooth sliders, and I did not realize that. I had no idea. I kind of put it together the night before. First time I drove it was off the trailer into tech. Going to tech, it wouldn't go into second gear. So I ended up swapping in my backup transmission, and we ran the entire day. And here's a clip real quick of a 1054 pass versus a Camaro, nitrous Camaro in the stick shift class. We actually did pretty well. I think we went to semifinals in stick shift class, and front wheel drive class we went to semifinals as well, I believe. So we did pretty well, but we were definitely outnumbered in stick shift class. Shout out to my buddy Taylor, who broke the stick shift world record for a Corvette. He was in the same class as me. He went, I believe, in 875 at somewhere around 170. So shout out to Taylor and all those guys at Horsepower Solutions. They did a great job with that car, especially being the first time they were quarter mile drag racing it. So obviously Kubaki was a little bit outnumbered there. We're having a little bit of transmission issues being on our backup transmission. And also, I kept turning up boost, and it really didn't feel like we were increasing power. We went a best of, I believe, a 1054 at 154. So fortunately, though, even though I didn't video much, Big Cloud 34, Spool'd Media, and I believe Misc Garage actually all did a little bit of something on Kubaki. Big Cloud did an interview with me, and that was awesome. Shout out to him. Y'all go look at his YouTube channel. It's awesome. I will put those links in the description to them so you can actually see them and a little bit of what happened. But all in all, it was an amazing event. It was just very, very busy, and I'm super glad I didn't drive all the way down there and end up having so many issues that we couldn't run. I at least had brought a backup transmission, and within about an hour we pulled the one out, pulled it apart to see what was wrong. That's when I realized that the engagement was wrong, and then had to put this other one back in. So that was fun. We were that typical Honda person, have a transmission out at the racetrack before we even ran. So that was a lot of fun, obviously. So now that we got back, I've really started to do some thinking on where we want to go with this car, and some changes are happening. Now, to just figure out what was happening where I wasn't actually making a whole lot of more power with boost, turns out my center cartridge on the 60mm actually had loosened up just a hair between heat cycles and everything and dyno runs, and we ended up actually getting the center cartridge twisted, which in turn kinked our return line. and that tore the bearings up, which crashed them into housing. I'm surprised we even ran as fast as we did. So here's the 60 millimeter. Hopefully we have good lighting. And so you see in there, we actually tore those compressor wheel blades up, which sucks because that is such a nice compressor wheel. And let me see if I can hold the camera and do this, but you can see we tore that bearing out of it. It's got in and out play inside to side and just won't make boost anymore. This is not anything bad to do with Speed Trap Consulting by any means. They have amazing reliable turbos. That was strictly because with a mini ram, your return line is very short. When those center cartridge bolts loosened up a little bit on the turbine housing, it twisted and kinked my return line and backed up the oil in the turbo. So with that being said, I see y'all see this one. That is a 62 millimeter Speed Trap Consulting turbo, and look at that beauty. She is amazing right there. So we're going to end up trying to crank Kubaki up around 800 to 850 wheel horsepower. We will see what happens there. So a lot of changes are coming with this. So in order to be class legal for a lot of the events at Maryland International Raceway and a couple other ones, we need to have a 2-inch drip tray under the whole engine bay. And to do that, there's almost no way you can do that with an exhaust under the car. Now, I do want to keep that mini ram manifold. I love it. It's super simple, and I don't have to buy another manifold. We are going to stay T3. That is a T382 housing on the STC 62. This is called the Reaper. It's a GT3590S, so it's a 62 mil inducer on the compressor side, and is a 90 mil exducer with extended tip, and it's got a new relief cut made to where it is good up to around 42 pounds of boost. Now we do have also a 74 mil turbine wheel paired with that. So all Garrett, everything other than their custom pairings of wheels, and they make their own compressor wheels out of 7075 billet aluminum. So back to with the 2-inch drip tray. So to have the 2-inch drip tray, you really up pipe, because there is no way to have an exhaust under the car, because of just being able to have a 3-inch downpipe under there is not going to happen. So I should have videoed it, but I didn't. I did make tigged up some nice up pipes for it. It was very fun to make. It was honestly a pain to fit. You see I have multiple pie cuts and everything in there, and the wastegate was easy. Also, I do have some hood exit flanges made up, just templates. I'm gonna make those out of aluminum or stainless here soon once I find the right material. So a lot of changes about to happen. So first off, with the 62 mil, we are going to be maxing out our intercooler. We did have this KLM Fab 600 horsepower vibrant core intercooler. It's a 20 by 11 by 3.5, sorry, core, and it did amazing. I mean, we're guessing we were making somewhere around 670, 680, and intake temps were never over 110 degrees. So that was amazing. But going to the 62, we are obviously going to run out of intercooler there. So now I have a CSF 850 horsepower core intercooler. So I am going to tackle making my own intercooler for the first time. I believe my tigging skills have gotten good enough to where I do trust myself enough, because even on this KLM Fab, this came as a single back door on the left side. I actually backdoored that side and did all that welding myself as well. It's not pretty, it's not amazing, but it's held for the whole length of the car with no boost leaks, and I've boost leak tested it multiple times. So with this CSF 850 core, it's a 20 by 12 by 4. CSF makes great cores. They're very efficient for their size, and they have very good fin density. They do the offset fins just like Vibrant does. So I also did buy some cast intercooler end tanks that are made just for that size. Oh, hood latch, get out the way. They're made just for that size intercooler, so that makes my life a little bit easier. And I'll just do the back doors and all. The good thing is that this is actually the same width as this core, so it shouldn't be too bad to make. I know it will fit. That's going to be a great thing. So currently there is the CSS block still in there. I did pick up not too long ago as kind of a backup motor. I picked up a sleeve GSR block. Let me go grab a light. So here we have a sleeve GSR block. It's got dart and mid sleeves, a step deck. It's O-ring. I believe they're 84.5 millimeter Wisco HD flat top turbo pistons. And we have Manley Turbo Tough rods in it, an Eagle crank. It should be good to go for whatever we really want to throw at it. It's been staying oiled and covered up, so everything should be good to go there. So we will see how that does. The nice thing is that it is a true GSR block, so I can go ahead and get rid of the whole LSV Tech oil line, so that's nice. I will have to make a different oil pan turbo drain because the GSR pan is different. So also the other thing, we have a whole laundry list of items, but we're just going one step at a time here. In factory, actually, Competition Products, they make a bunch of Honda and BMW and all sorts of other stuff, helical and metal plate LSDs, Pro Series gear sets, all sorts of stuff there. They sent me a new final drive gear. So this is a 426 final drive. This will give us a couple more mile an hour, probably about 6 more miles an hour per the same RPM, because we are running a 4.4 currently. So we're going to do an install video of that, and also I got my Liberty gear that's got the correct 7-dog face plating, and then the actual new 7-tooth dog engagement slider. So we should be good to go there. I feel like with this and the handcuff, I think that this transmission will hold up just fine for what we have going on now. Like I said, I want to keep it around 800. I do want to see what this Walbro 485 pump can do with the dash 8 lines, sorry. So we're going to do an install video on that. So there's multiple things going on here. I want to do a chute mount because we are going to be trapping higher than 150. I want to put a Kirky seat in the car just to feel a little bit safer, because I don't really like the way that this seat keeps me currently. It doesn't hold me very well. You can see some videos I'm bouncing around and stuff, and it just doesn't feel very safe. Our harnesses are certified. I'll work to get the cage actually certified. It should be certifiable like it is, and everything else should be good to go. We do want to put skinnies on the car. There's just a couple little things we want to do. Fortunately, I have most of the parts to do everything, and so we can get started on stuff pretty soon. I do want to do kind of a pretty big video series on the changes all the way up to the dyno and the first track testing, so let me know how y'all feel about us doing that. I want to get better at videoing things. My problem is I get in a certain mood where I feel like doing stuff and then I forget to video it. So I'm sorry for that. I really want to start videoing how-tos and just the progress on the car. So everything is going to get updated. I promise you it's going to happen. I need to get on videoing. So we have a slew of parts here and a couple more coming. I definitely have a big list there for 62 Kubaki, and everything's going to be very fun with that. Hopefully, I really want to get in the 9s and then hopefully get down in the 950, 960 range with it. But my goal for now is just getting the 9s. We were at 1050s while we were way down on power and on a stock tranny. So I don't think it should be a problem, but we want to do everything we can to get there. So also, one thing, I don't know if you guys are interested in something like this, but I do have some shirts for sale, shirts and hoodies. They're actually of my parts company. I'm not trying to plug too much stuff here, but I do have a bunch of these and I want to get rid of them. Not because of anything bad, it's just I haven't really been selling a whole lot of these and figured that it's a cool enough design to where you guys should want some. So here's the sign for Williams Power Solutions. They are nice Gildan t-shirts. I'm gonna sell them for $20 shipped for the t-shirts, and then $35 shipped for hoodies. I do have sizes small through XXL, I believe, and I'll just put a link to PayPal in the description. If you want to have one, then you can send the money to PayPal, and you can actually just put your address and name in there, and I guarantee everything. And you know PayPal's safe to where you are going to get your goods or you're going to get your money. Now, if you want to buy more than one, I'll knock $5 off the price for all of them, and we'll go. So then a t-shirt would be $15. So 2 would be $30, and a hoodie would be $30. So you could get a t-shirt, and a hoodie for $45. So just like I said, you can either Facebook message me at Kubaki Racing Channel, or you can just send it to the PayPal link in the description. So I hope you guys follow me along. I see that I've gotten some subscribers. I want to get some more subscribers and some more likes on some videos, and that will motivate me much more. I see that I do have 19 subscribers now after Streetcar Takeover and everything else, to where I'm super happy about that. I love you guys, and I really want to keep on that growing. So let's keep on trying to get that up there, and that's going to motivate me a lot more to keep on doing these videos. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Hey, one last thing before I go, just letting you guys know that Imports vs. Domestics at Maryland International Raceway is coming up November 1st through the 6th. That is the best drag racing event I go to all year. It is the most fun. All the records are set because Jason Miller puts on such a great event. The track prep is so amazing. I believe there was over 30,000 people there last year, and it's just awesome. People come from all over the world to run their cars, all the different countries and all the different states from across the country. I just love seeing that much cultural difference and that many records being set and everybody getting along. It's such a great time. Granted, we won't be running. Hopefully we will be next year in the True Street class if everything goes well and we get everything with Kubaki legal and doing well. So, but just because you're not running doesn't mean you can't have fun. So I encourage all of you guys to check it out. Even if you go up for one day, it is a great time and the best racing you will see in the country, in the world, as far as sport front wheel drive and all the rotaries, 5-second rotaries, just all crazy stuff. And I just highly suggest you guys go. So I'm going to try to do some sort of coverage there, but obviously there's so many people filming, like 1320 and all the big guys. So hopefully you guys won't miss all that out. But I encourage you, there's nothing like going there and seeing it in person. So thank you guys.